So I come to you for any guests who may be looking at this. I'm the pastor here of St. John the Evangelist Parish, and I just returned from South Sudan, where we had the dedication of a school that has been created by our parish community, along with Seeds of Wisdom, which is an operating development board that has done enormous work, and other people who have helped us. You know, one of the things that is very important to me is that our parish community of St. John the Evangelist understand concretely what their contributions are able to generate. Because first of all, there is the building of the school, but more importantly, there is the beauty of education that is happening now with these 227 children. Again, this the importance of accountability for the generosity of our St. John the Evangelist community, which extends also to many other people and to the other parishes, but it's all created and generated, through our parish community and Seeds of Wisdom, basically. And you can see in these pictures, we were able to purchase a motorcycle. Transportation is very, very difficult. The children walk to school. The teachers stay in empty classrooms, the men in one, the women in another, because it's a long distance for them. So they only go home on the weekend. And that's a need that we have also to create a space for the teachers and their families. And also the computers. When Chris Fisher and Pam Trutowski, they took 6 computers, again, with the help of people here, and we were able to hand those out to the teachers, and it was fun. They wanted to take pictures, and you can see some of that. We also have porridge for them at 10:30 in the morning, and this was just a great thing, because if I think about the totality of the person, these kids need this nourishment, because if you're going to sit in the classroom and you're really hungry, there's already something that's difficult to manage. So they come at 10:30, and you can see in these pictures handing them this bowl of porridge, which in the tradition of they eat with their fingers. Father John, when he's with the Sudanese community here in Rochester, it's just a common gesture to eat with your fingers. Father John always says, God gave us these forks and spoons first. The day before I left, I asked the headmaster about the possibility of me celebrating the Eucharist for the school community. It's their first Mass, but they are going to have Mass now a couple of times a month. So they prepared these songs that they're singing. I mean, they're just so beautiful. And they really get very enthusiastic about their singing, all done by heart, repeating a refrain. And then I celebrated Mass, and I talked about our parish community, and I talked about our school. And then they wrote a letter that I'm going to give to our school. And they really wanted they wanted to express their gratitude to us, and they also wanted me to make a connection with our school community here at St. John's. The Acts of the Apostles being read all during this time, Paul and Barnabas going from Antioch to Cyprus, it's the same experience that I had, moving from one town to another, and then coming back home and sharing and telling the children in our school about the Acts of the Apostles that are being lived today, this beginning of the church, and Pope Francis always reminding us to go to the outskirts, to go to the periphery of the world, and from Rochester, Minnesota to South Sudan, it is the periphery of the world, there's no doubt about it. But it's the Spirit, it's the light of Christ, it is the gift of the resurrection and the new commandment of love that calls us for this embracing.